Hey everyone, and welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. Today is a fun day because they are opening the HHN Tribute Store for annual pass holders. So we're going to get a first look at that. I'm very excited. This is like our first real taste of HHN. Of course, we've gotten the streets and all that. Stay tuned for our final update before the event actually starts. That's coming out very soon. We've got one more update to show you all the stuff that's new in the parks. That's coming out very soon, so stay subscribed for that. But today, we're checking out the HHN Tribute Store, so let's get going. They are about to start the preview of the Tribute Store. I'm so excited to be able to actually go in and look inside. The doors are open, but unfortunately, there's a long line for annual pass holders to be able to get in to see the store. Well, let's go ahead and jump in the line. Hopefully it won't take too long.
It is not a because I've been here like all morning.
Neat little mummy reference since we're inside the extended queue of the mummy. I love that it's themed to like an old haunted mansion style house. They have a neat little organ over here that's playing some neat tunes. We'll take a look at the merch in a second, but I'm just enjoying the theming of this house. It's so cool. Not a Halloween Horror Nights house, but, you know, a merch house. Every tribute store always has some really neat, like, figurines and small little props and stuff. You just gotta look in the cabinets. There's always something neat hidden in here. A new trend for all these stores is scented candles. I think it's interesting, you know? Like each tribute store or each merchandise location that's themed to something specific has different themed candle scents. I like it. Got an HHN 30 Years, 30 Fears tote bag, some neat pins that you can find. A lot of the stuff you can already find over at the Five and Dime, but a lot of these smaller knickknacks, like the keychains, are being unveiled at the tribute store. Get a shirt for your loved one who's drop dead gorgeous. Also, get some socks for them while you're at it. Of course, these Halloween Horror Nights icon glassware we've seen before, but we haven't seen the shot glass collections yet. This is another trend of HHN having themed skulls. It's always neat to see which ones they come out with for the new seasons. This one has a Halloween Horror Nights ticket painted on it. Halloween Horror Nights masks from the different characters that have been here throughout the years. Very creepy, but also very neat. Some very iconic characters here. I should note that if you get one of these masks, you are not allowed to wear them inside the park. You can definitely wear them for your trick-or-treating outside the park, but not at Universal. Got some Bride of Frankenstein themed bags. A lunchbox. I'm actually digging this tumbler style cup. It has the Frankenstein monster and the Bride of Frankenstein monster. Neat. These Frankenstein tumblers are $25. And what would HHN be without all the flashy apparel to go along with it? Of course, we got gloves, we got headbands, we've got pimp canes, come on. Some more mugs, like tumbler style mugs that say it's alive. For $29. And a Frankenstein t-shirt. It's alive! This is going to be a scene that's actually inside the house, where the bride actually awakens the monster. Of course, we can expect to see tons of pins and keychains. And even, well, so here's a Frankenstein's monster bag along with the bride bag. Inside this cupboard, they have some event guides, some event maps from previous years of Halloween Horror Nights. Like we got 25, we got HHN 20, 21. Very neat. Some classic Halloween Horror Nights maps. I could be missing it. I do not see a Fright Nights map, which would be the very first Halloween Horror Nights event, but they do have this one from 1992. 92! Which was the second year of the Halloween Horror Nights event. That's so cool. It's amazing to see just how limited the event was, like just how short the event was. This was the first year that actually had like a full event. The original Fright Nights only lasted 3 nights. HHN 2, which is this map, actually had a little bit more of a run. But it's crazy to see that the run went from a few nights in October all the way to a 2-month event that we have this year. Oh wait, I found it at the very bottom, tucked away. It's kind of hard to see. This Fright Nights event guide. You can see you can get in for $12.95. You pay in advance, and it was $15.95 if you paid at the gate. Got some team member buttons. Very neat. Walking from the first room into the second room. We've got some of the icons on display. A wall full of masks and hats. The masks are $35 a piece. We've got a shelving of some really neat spooky Funko style figurines. I've got a really neat style long sleeve shirt here. It says Studio Screamers. Has some of the icons and monsters on the sleeve. And then on the back has like a more cartoon style Halloween Horror Nights logo with the icons, Frankenstein. The shirt is $40. You get some Chucky socks. Some of those Studio Screamers magnets. These magnets are $20. We have some Studio Screamer figurines here. Really neat. You can collect all 6. They do sell individually for $18. It does not look like you know which one is inside until you open it up. You have to collect all 6. A 30 Years, 30 Fears mug, where it says 30 Years, 30 Fears on the inside, for $22. They have a 30 Years, 30 Fear poster with all the different icons on there for $18. It's a photo from the very first event of Halloween Horror Nights. Welcome to Fright Nights. I love it. Now we're starting to see some of that house-specific merch. If you've seen this shirt before, it is retailing for $30. The Haunting of Hill House. They've got a bunch of exclusive annual pass holder merch this year too. They have a pin But they also have this really neat shirt. I love the UOAP design in the front. And then here's the really neat design for Halloween Horror Nights on the back of the AP design shirt. It's kind of like a pinball machine with all the different characters, icons, houses, all that stuff. Over the last 30 years, some of the great houses. I love this. The shirt is $30, but I'm assuming you do get a discount with your annual pass. You have an annual pass tote bag with the same design. It just says UOAP in the design. Really neat. This drawstring bag is $32. There's some really neat wood figures, like wood carvings for the icons in front of Hill House. Got some really neat small like miniature models of some of the great HHN history characters. Leave It to Cleaver. We have some 3D glasses from old 3D houses. HHN Sweet 16 candle, the Terra Queen bike, Terra Cruentus book. Of course, this is coming back in Gorewood Forest for the Scare Zone this year. Another piece from the Old Mummy line that this is taking over. We've got some more portraits in the back. We Know What Scares You from 2018. And Jack, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Sitting next to some Smush Pumpkins, which remind me of 2018. Such a good year for HHN. And in this room, there's a ton of portraits of people that you might recognize. Because some of them are theme park vloggers that you guys probably follow as well.
I know your tricks.
And in the Conservatory, which is the third room of the HHN Tribute Store. This is usually one of my favorite rooms of the Tribute Store. I don't know why, they just always go all out for this one. Just a reminder, you can never trust the living. On the back of this shirt just has the Halloween Horror Nights logo, and it is $40. Of course, we have some light up flower crowns as well for $12. We have some Beetlejuice leggings for $33. Beetlejuice long tee for $45. Absolutely beautiful decorations in here. Of course, they have the Frankenstein t-shirt that we've already seen before. They also have a Beetlejuice hat for $28. It's actually not too bad. A whole bunch of more Beetlejuice merch over here. This is like the Beetlejuice room. Another neat Beetlejuice shirt. This one is $40. I love these ornamental skulls. So neat. And of course, the ones that are more ornate are about $125, but you can find some even as low as $45. They're small, just a little bit smaller and less detail, but still really neat. More detailed ones do run for $125 though. But I like them. They're really cool, and they're always themed specifically to the event. Like I said, this one says Halloween Horror Nights 30 on the back. This one says, you can run, but you can't hide. 30 years, 30 fears. We have some HHN Beetlejuice lanyards for $15. The pouch is $1. And of course there's some Beetlejuice pins and keychains, as well as some glassware. And of course, all these items run for a similar price to the other glassware. Some shot glasses. It's not Halloween Horror Nights without the shot glasses. These are $10 a piece. And then a really neat $20 Beetlejuice mug. I love that the handle is actually the snake. This Beetlejuice hoodie is going to run you $60, but I love the design that's on the back and on the front. It just has a simple Beetlejuice logo. It says Halloween Horror Nights. And it's always hard to tell inside the HHN Tribute Store because the lighting's weird, but I believe the inside of this is like a fluorescent reactive green. I don't know, under normal light it might be white. It's hard to tell. It looks like it could be white, but in this light it glows green. The handbook for the recently deceased. This is really cute. It's just a little notebook themed Beetlejuice. Going for $25. Alright, and the final room of the tribute store. This is where they have all their treats. You can get a jack-o'-lantern wax figure custom made for you, right in front of you. We've got some more Jack and 30 Years, 30 Fears shirts. Again, some more figurines, 30 Years, 30 Fears. And again, that long sleeve shirt, that's really neat. Another mystery pin collection set here. They each run you $16. And of course, I'm sure you've already seen the black denim Halloween Horror Nights jacket. It says Halloween Horror Nights on the front. Halloween Universal Studios on the back, but with Frankenstein's monster hanging over top of it. Actually, really like that one. Out in the barn is where they have all of the snacks. Got some stable sweets, some carriage house confectionery, some saddle snacks, treats, eats, and feeds. And the saddle snacks is just a bunch of pre-packaged snacks. So we've got chocolate bars, some kettle corn popcorn that looks all blood-soaked. Got some fudge, some rock candy. Got some Jell-O hearts that are beating. Wild. And some Jell-O brains that aren't really doing much, but they're sitting on a cool little platform thing. It's always neat to see the contraptions that they come up with for the snacks. Get a beating heart. It looks like a horse-drawn carriage got stopped here, and unfortunately, it was a prisoner transport from the Shady Brook home for the criminally insane. No, not Shady Brook. Of course, this was a house in several years of HHN. This has actually had several sequel houses. An original concept for the event. I love it. And leaving the HHN Tribute Store. Oh no, it looks like we've got another Shady Brook carriage. From the township of Cary, and it's wrecked. Looks like they've all escaped. No! And of course, you can't do the HHN Tribute Store without getting something, so I did end up getting the annual pass holder t-shirt that we showed you. I'm very excited, you know, gonna definitely rep HHN at HHN. I can't wait, guys, we're only a week away. So close, I can taste it. That was like such a good starter to HHN, just kind of gets you hyped, gets you prepped, gets you in the mood for Halloween Horror Nights. Guys, I cannot wait. I thought this was actually a really good tribute store. They never let you down with the tribute store. It's always top tier merchandise, you know, top tier theming. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think last year's was probably the best HHN tribute store I've seen. and it's kind of hard to follow up the Velocicoaster Jurassic World tribute store that they just did. But if you missed the Jurassic World tribute store, we'll link that above here. And of course, we'll also have the HHN tribute store from 2019 linked there as well. So go ahead and check that out. I really did enjoy the mansion, kind of creepy, almost haunted vibes of the store. The mansion was new, different, unique, you know, a little bit more serious, kind of like haunted mansion style. I liked it. There's definitely a deeper story in there for sure. Like I showed you some of the handwritten notes that they have in there. It seemed like there is definitely a story playing out throughout the house, but it was so packed in there because it's the opening day. Well, it's the preview day. It was so packed that I didn't really have time to sit in there and read all that stuff and figure out what's the story that's going on here. So when the event starts, when HHN starts, we'll be back to really figure out and dive into more of the nuances of the house for sure, so stay tuned for that. If you have the chance to come out here and take a look at the tribute store, definitely do it. It's a lot of fun. It's just the atmosphere, you know, it's spooky, it gets you in the mood for Halloween. I love it so much. It speaks to my soul, Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button because, guys, we do have a full HHN preview and update look that's coming out very, very soon. One last look before the event starts. So subscribe so you can make sure that you get a look at that video. Also, don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when that video does drop. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button because it helps more people just like you enjoy the content that you enjoy watching. So share the parks with your friends, your peeps. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. For Theme Park Center, my name's John, and I'll see you in the next one. But guys, remember, the adventure lives on. Peace.